Have you ever stopped to consider the story behind the food neatly arranged on Walmart's shelves? Brace yourself as we delve into the eye-opening truths you weren't supposed to know about Walmart's food supply. In this video, we'll expose the hidden narratives and surprising facts that many shoppers remain unaware of. Discover how Walmart's sourcing practices not only affect the quality and price of your groceries, but also wield significant influence over local communities and global supply chains. With insights that might just alter your shopping habits forever, we'll unravel the intricate web of connections behind every product you place in your cart. Join us on this revealing journey to find out more about what really goes on behind the scenes and why these secrets are kept from the spotlight. Prepare to see Walmart's food in a whole new light as we uncover truths that could change the way you think about everyday shopping. Number 1. The truth about private label brands. First up, let's talk about what private label brands really are. These are those store-branded products you see on the shelves, and they're designed to offer you a cheaper option compared to well-known national brands. But here's the kicker: many of these products are actually made by the same companies that produce the big-name brands you recognize. Sounds like a great deal, right? Well, there's more to it. Walmart is a retail giant, and they leverage their massive market influence to cut deals that heavily favor their own private label products. This means they control everything from how these products are made to where they sit on the shelves. By doing this, Walmart maximizes its profits while still offering prices that can make your wallet smile. But there's a trade-off. To meet these low price points, manufacturers might tweak the formulations or use different ingredients than what you'd find in the national brands. This can sometimes mean a difference in quality, so it's not always apple to apple. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. When Walmart negotiates these terms, they often require manufacturers to produce enormous quantities at rock-bottom prices. This pressure to keep costs low can trickle down to how these goods are made, whether it's skimping on raw materials or tightening labor practices. For U.S. consumers, this means that while we're saving money, the quality might not always stack up against the more expensive alternatives on the market. Here's where you come in. It's crucial to become a savvy label reader. Some private label products might not have the same quality ingredients or features as their pricier counterparts, but in some cases they perform just as well, if not better, at a fraction of the cost. So pay close attention to what you're buying. Understanding the ins and outs of private labels empowers you to make choices that suit both your budget and your expectations for quality. It's not just about saving a few bucks, it's about knowing the true value of what you're putting in your cart. So next time you're shopping, remember these insights and make informed decisions that ensure you're getting the best bang for your buck. Number 2. Consequences for small farmers and regional economies. If you thought Walmart was just about low prices and convenience, think again. First, let's rewind a bit. When a giant like Walmart enters a local market, it brings along its massive buying power, which might seem like a win for consumers looking to save. But for small farmers, this isn't always the case. Walmart has the leverage to demand prices that small-scale producers often can't afford to match. As a result, these hard-working farmers, who have been the backbone of local food production, find themselves struggling to keep up. Many end up losing access to larger markets, which hits their income hard and stifles their ability to grow and thrive. And it's not just the farmers feeling the squeeze. Local businesses, especially small independent grocery stores, face formidable competition as they try to keep up with Walmart's rock-bottom prices and diverse product offerings. These small retailers often can't compete, leading to reduced sales, and in some cases they are forced to shut their doors. The closure of these beloved local stores doesn't just impact the owners, it leads to job losses and can erode the sense of community that these businesses help nurture. But there's more to this story. Walmart's preference for sourcing from large, industrialized farms means that they often overlook small, local producers. This choice results in a homogenization of the food products on offer, leading to fewer locally sourced, unique items on the shelves. The vibrant cultural and culinary identity of a region can start to fade away as local delicacies and traditional products become harder to find. Economically speaking, the influence of Walmart stretches beyond just the marketplace. When you spend money at Walmart, a significant portion of those profits is funneled back to corporate headquarters and suppliers outside the local area. In contrast, dollars spent at local businesses tend to stay within the community, circulating and supporting other local enterprises and services. This circulation helps maintain the economic vitality of a community, providing funding for public services like schools and infrastructure. Without this local economic activity, small towns and rural areas can face a downturn, weakening their economic foundations. Number 3, the concealed costs associated with low pricing. Let's start with the suppliers. Walmart's demand for rock-bottom prices puts immense pressure on them, often forcing a cut in labor costs. Picture this: workers in developing countries facing harsh working conditions and receiving wages that barely cover their needs. It's a ripple effect that starts with the consumer's quest for savings and ends with a compromised workforce across the globe. But it doesn't stop there. To meet these demanding price points, suppliers might skimp on their environmental practices. This often means more pollution and a faster depletion of precious resources. Besides, the push for cost-cutting can mean manufacturers resort to using cheaper materials or loosening quality control. The result? Products that don't last, aren't safe, or don't work as well as they should. When we look at food products, this translates to using lower-quality ingredients or unnecessary additives. These might not be the healthiest choices, and over time, opting for cheap alternatives could lead to bigger expenses, whether it's replacing worn-out items or dealing with health issues from substandard food. Now let's shift the focus to our local economies. Small businesses often find it impossible to compete with the low prices and vast selection offered by giant retailers like Walmart. This competitive edge can lead to closures of beloved local shops, resulting in job losses and a less vibrant local economy. It's more than just a financial concern, it's about losing the unique character and diversity that local businesses bring to our neighborhoods. Moreover, the culture of low-priced goods fosters a mindset of overconsumption. This behavior contributes to environmental issues such as overflowing landfills and increased carbon emissions from mass production and transportation. The story behind low prices involves a cycle of waste and environmental degradation that's often overlooked. Number 4, focus on emergency preparedness and gather essential supplies. Whether it's natural disasters, pandemics, or unexpected disruptions in the supply chain, being prepared is more important than ever. So, what role does Walmart play in all of this? Well, you might be surprised by the extensive range of options they provide for those wanting to build a solid emergency food supply. Let's break it down. Walmart offers a treasure trove of non-perishable food items that are perfect for stockpiling. Think canned goods, dried beans, rice, pasta, and even freeze-dried meals that are ready to store away for a rainy day or any day that throws a curveball your way. One of the standout features at Walmart is their bulk purchasing options. Buying in bulk means you can snag larger quantities at lower prices, a dream come true for anyone serious about prepping. When building your emergency stash, focus on foods with a long shelf life and high nutritional value. Canned vegetables and proteins like tuna or chicken are fantastic staples that pack a nutritional punch. But what if you're not an expert planner? Don't worry. Walmart has you covered with a selection of emergency food kits and survival supplies. These kits are designed for ease and efficiency, containing a variety of meals that require minimal preparation and are easy to store. Just grab one, and you'll be set with meals that are both practical and nourishing. And that's not all. Staying hydrated is just as crucial as having enough food, especially in emergencies. Walmart stocks a variety of water storage containers and purification solutions, ensuring you have access to clean water when it matters most. With Walmart's widespread presence across the country, these critical supplies are within reach for many. Now, let's talk storage. To get the most out of your emergency stash, keep your supplies in a cool, dry place to maximize their shelf life. And remember the golden rule of stockpiling: rotate your stock. Use the older items first and replenish with new ones to keep everything fresh and ready to go. Walmart's unbeatable prices and wide selection make it feasible for anyone to build and maintain a robust emergency food supply without breaking the bank. Being prepared not only gives you peace of mind, but also ensures that you and your loved ones have the necessary resources during unforeseen events. Number 5, how Walmart's buying strength shapes the market. Let's start with the basics. Walmart is the world's largest retailer, and with that title comes immense buying power. This means they can negotiate incredibly low prices with their suppliers. Sounds great for our wallets, right? But hold on, there's more beneath the surface. To keep up with Walmart's demands for lower prices, suppliers often find themselves between a rock and a hard place. They might have to accept slimmer profit margins just to maintain their partnership with the retail behemoth. So how do suppliers cope? Many end up outsourcing production to countries where labor is cheaper. This shift can lead to job losses in regions with higher labor costs, affecting countless families and communities. And there's more. Cutting costs can also mean cutting corners. Suppliers might reduce investments in quality control and innovation, which can lead to lower quality products landing on our shelves. But the ripple effects don't stop there. Walmart's aggressive pricing strategies put immense pressure on smaller retailers. These smaller businesses often can't compete with Walmart's low prices and vast selection, leading to a harsh reality: many are driven out of business. This isn't just about losing a few stores, it's about a reduction in market diversity and choice for consumers. The local charm and variety that small businesses bring to our communities start to fade, leaving Walmart with even more market dominance. With this increased control, Walmart can dictate terms not just to its suppliers but across the industry. They can enforce strict compliance requirements, influencing everything from packaging to delivery schedules and even ethical practices. On the positive side, this can drive improvements in sustainability and ethics. However, the demands also place significant burdens on suppliers who need to invest more to meet these standards. For us, the consumers, Walmart's buying power can mean fewer choices and potentially lower quality products at unbeatable prices. But it's vital to recognize the broader impacts on suppliers, on market competition, and on local economies. As consumers, being aware of these dynamics can help us make more informed decisions about where we shop and what values we support. Number 6. Implications of sourcing on a global scale. Walmart's global sourcing strategy is a massive operation, sourcing food products from an extensive network of suppliers across the globe. This approach allows them to offer a dazzling array of items at competitive prices, thanks to lower production costs in various countries. But, as with anything on such a grand scale, there are hidden complexities and concerns lurking beneath the surface. First up, let's talk about food safety. Different countries have different regulations, and not all are as rigorous as those in the United States. This discrepancy can lead to inconsistencies in food quality and safety, posing potential risks to consumers. When you're biting into an apple or opening a can of beans, the last thing you want to worry about is safety standards, right? Next, consider the impact on domestic economies. With the influx of lower-priced imports, local farmers and producers face stiff competition. This can diminish the demand for locally produced goods, leading to job losses and a ripple effect on rural communities that depend heavily on agriculture. The charm of fresh, local produce is at risk of being overshadowed by cheaper foreign alternatives. The environmental cost is another significant concern. The journey these products take across oceans and continents isn't just long, it's carbon-intensive. The carbon emissions from transporting food globally contribute to climate change, not to mention the energy consumed in refrigeration and preservation during the long haul. Every product on the shelf has a carbon footprint, and global sourcing makes it a large one. Another layer of complexity is supply chain transparency. More and more consumers want to know the origins of their food and the practices behind its production. However, global sourcing can blur these lines, making it difficult to trace the journey of products from farm to table, complicating efforts to ensure sustainability and ethical labor practices. Speaking of labor, we must consider the conditions in supplier countries. Issues like worker exploitation and lax safety standards can be prevalent. Enforcing ethical practices across such a vast and diverse supply chain is a daunting task. While Walmart makes efforts to ensure compliance, the sheer scale of their operations presents significant challenges. So what does this all mean for you as a consumer? Awareness is key. While Walmart offers convenience and low prices, it's essential to weigh these benefits against the broader implications for food safety, the environment, and global labor practices. By staying informed, you can make choices that align with your values. Number 7. Strategies for food waste management. Ever wonder how a retail giant like Walmart tackles the colossal challenge of food waste? Stick around to uncover the secrets behind their innovative strategies. Walmart is taking the lead in food waste management, not just because it's good publicity, but because they recognize its immense environmental and economic significance. Their ambitious goal? Achieving zero waste across all their operations. But how do they plan to get there? Let's take a closer look. First up, Walmart employs cutting-edge inventory management systems that are nothing short of genius. By using sophisticated data analytics, they can accurately forecast demand. This means fewer perishable items expiring on the shelves and less overstock. By optimizing stock levels, they're cutting down significantly on the amount of unsold food that would otherwise end up in the dumpster. But their efforts don't stop there. Walmart has massively ramped up its food donation programs. Instead of letting surplus food go to waste, they donate it to local food banks and charities. This not only supports communities in need but also slashes the amount of waste heading to landfills. By partnering with organizations to streamline this process, Walmart ensures that perfectly good food reaches those who need it most and fast. It's a win-win for the environment and society. Now let's talk tech. Walmart is investing in revolutionary technology like blockchain to boost supply chain transparency. By tracking products from farm to store, they can pinpoint exactly where food loss happens and take action to fix these inefficiencies. They're also working with suppliers to enhance packaging, using innovative materials that keep products fresh for longer without relying on a cocktail of preservatives. And here's something that might surprise you: Walmart is all about empowering you, the consumer. They provide handy resources and tips on storing food properly and understanding expiration dates, helping you cut down on waste right at home. Plus, they're champions of the ugly produce movement, offering perfectly edible but cosmetically flawed fruits and veggies at reduced prices. Why let a lopsided apple go to waste when you can enjoy it for less? Walmart's multifaceted approach to food waste is making waves. Not only are they reducing their environmental footprint, but they're also improving operational efficiency and building community goodwill. It's a powerful example of how big retailers can lead the charge towards a more sustainable food system. Number 8, efforts in ethical and sustainable sourcing. This is more than just a buzzword, it's a shift in how one of the world's largest retailers operates to make a positive impact on the planet. Ready to learn more? Let's get started. First on the agenda is Walmart's commitment to responsible seafood sourcing. They aim for 100% of their fresh and frozen seafood to come from fisheries certified by leading organizations like the Marine Stewardship Council (MSC) and Best Aquaculture Practices (BAP). These certifications ensure that the seafood is sourced using methods that protect marine biodiversity and support sustainable fishing practices. So next time you're browsing the seafood aisle, you can feel good knowing that those purchases help maintain ocean health. Moving from the sea to the land, Walmart collaborates closely with agricultural suppliers to promote sustainable farming practices. They're pushing for reductions in harmful pesticides and encouraging integrated pest management techniques. This means healthier crops for consumers and a healthier planet overall. Imagine a world where food production doesn't compromise our environment. Walmart is striving to make that a reality. But the sustainability journey doesn't stop there. Walmart is committed to eliminating deforestation from its supply chain. This is a big deal, folks. By responsibly sourcing commodities like palm oil, soy, beef, and paper products, Walmart is taking a stand against practices that devastate forests and wildlife habitats. Through participation in the Consumer Goods Forum, Walmart is working with other industry titans to set the standard for sustainable sourcing on a global scale. Now let's talk about Project Gigaton, a massive initiative with an ambitious goal to cut 1 gigaton of greenhouse gas emissions from Walmart's global value chain by 2030. How? By partnering with suppliers to boost energy efficiency, embrace renewable energy, and slash waste. This is a huge step toward a greener future and shows Walmart's commitment to leading the charge in climate action. Walmart's ethical standards extend to labor practices as well. They require suppliers to adhere to strict guidelines, ensuring fair treatment of workers and banning forced labor, child labor, and discrimination. It's not just about what's on the shelf, it's about ensuring dignity and respect throughout the entire supply chain. Animal welfare is another priority for Walmart. They're advocating for the 5 freedoms of animal welfare and working with suppliers to improve treatment standards. This includes phasing out gestation crates for pigs and cage confinement for egg-laying hens. It's all about ensuring that animals are treated with the care and respect they deserve. Number 9, nutritional value and health implications. Walmart's food offerings are as vast as the horizon, featuring everything from fresh produce to an array of packaged and processed goodies. But here's the catch: many of those tempting processed foods come loaded with added sugars, sodium, and unhealthy fats. These sneaky ingredients can sneak up on you, contributing to chronic health issues like obesity, heart disease, and diabetes if you're not mindful of your intake. But don't worry, it's not all doom and gloom. Walmart has been stepping up its game by expanding its selection of healthier options. You'll find shelves stocked with organic products, gluten-free treats, and foods boasting reduced sodium and sugar content. Plus, they've introduced a nifty little tool called the Great For You icon. This handy emblem helps you spot healthier choices at a glance, promoting better eating habits in line with the latest dietary guidelines. It's like having a personal health coach right in the grocery aisle. However, even with these initiatives, the power lies with you, the shopper. Reading nutrition labels is crucial, because not every product flaunting a healthy label will suit your dietary needs or health goals. Stay savvy and make sure to scrutinize those labels. Your future self will thank you. Let's talk affordability, a key factor in our buying decisions. While budget-friendly options are great for the wallet, they sometimes skimp on nutritional value. Fresh fruits and veggies, lean proteins, and whole grains are the holy trinity of a balanced diet, yet they can be pricier than their processed counterparts. Walmart is working on making nutritious foods more pocket-friendly, but availability can shift depending on where you shop. And here's a fresh tip: consider the source of your food. Locally sourced produce not only supports your community, but is often fresher and packed with more nutrients. But with Walmart's global sourcing practices, some fresh foods might have embarked on a long journey to reach you, potentially losing nutrient quality along the way. To maximize your nutrient intake, try reaching for locally sourced or in-season produce whenever you can. In conclusion, while Walmart has made strides in supporting healthier and more affordable food options for its shoppers, it's crucial to stay informed and proactive about what you purchase. The supermarket giant offers tools like the Great For You icon and is working on reducing sodium and sugar content across many products. However, the onus is ultimately on consumers to read labels and make informed decisions tailored to their personal health goals. By balancing affordability with nutritional value and opting for locally sourced produce when possible, shoppers can navigate Walmart's aisles with confidence, making choices that benefit both their health and community. So next time you're in the grocery aisle, equipped with these insights, you can be the savviest shopper in town, uncovering the secret to a healthier lifestyle.